Hello, my friend. Welcome back to Easy English Journey. My name is Alex. I am very happy that you are here today. Thank you for joining me again. In our last episode, we talked about subtitles. We learned how to understand more English without reading every word. Today, we will talk about something that many learners experience. Native speakers. Many learners say, native speakers talk too fast. Maybe you feel the same way. Maybe you listen to a podcast for learners and understand it, but then you watch a movie, or a video, or an interview, and suddenly everything feels difficult. Everything feels fast. If this happens to you, do not worry. You are not alone. Today, we will learn why native speakers sound so fast, and we will learn what you can do about it. Let's begin. First, I want you to know something important. The problem is not always speed. Yes, sometimes native speakers speak quickly, but often, speed is not the biggest problem. The real problem is familiarity. Your brain is still learning English sounds. Your brain is still learning English patterns. When something is unfamiliar, it feels faster. Think about this. Imagine someone reads a book in your native language. Even if they speak quickly, you can usually understand. Why? Because your brain already knows the language. Your brain recognizes the sounds. Your brain recognizes the words. Everything feels familiar. English is different. English is still new, so your brain needs more time. Many learners think, if native speakers speak more slowly, I will understand everything. Sometimes this is true, but not always. Even when native speakers slow down, learners may still have difficulty. Why? Because spoken English is different from written English. People do not always speak clearly. People connect words together. People shorten words. People use common expressions. This can make listening difficult. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine someone says, "What do you want to do?" In a textbook, every word looks clear. But in real conversation, it may sound different. The words connect together. The sentence becomes smoother. Your ears hear one long sound, not 5 separate words. This is normal spoken English. Now I want to tell you something encouraging. Native speakers do not sound fast because you are bad at English. They sound fast because your ears are still learning. This is a big difference. You are not failing. You are training. And training takes time. Tip number 1. Listen to English every day. This may sound simple, but it works. The more English you hear, the more familiar it becomes. The more familiar it becomes, the slower it feels. Yes, you heard that correctly. English often feels slower when your brain knows it better. Tip number 2. Listen to the same content more than once. Many learners always listen to something new, but repetition is powerful. The first time, you hear sounds. The second time, you hear words. The third time, you hear meaning. Each time becomes easier. Tip number 3. Use slow English and normal English. Do not listen only to slow English. Slow English is excellent for learning, but little by little, add some normal English too. Maybe a short video. Maybe a simple interview. Maybe a short conversation. This helps your ears grow stronger. Tip number 4. Do not panic when you miss words. Many learners hear one unknown word. Then they stop listening. Then they become frustrated. Then they miss the next sentence too. Stay calm. Keep listening. Focus on the main idea. Often you understand more than you think. Now let's talk about expectations. Many learners expect too much from themselves. They think, I have studied English for 6 months. I should understand everything. But language learning does not work like that. Understanding native speakers is an advanced skill. It develops step by step, little by little, day by day. Think about a child learning language. Children spend years listening before they fully understand everything around them. They hear thousands of conversations, thousands of sentences, thousands of words. Learning takes time. English learners need time too. And that is completely normal. Here is another important idea. Different native speakers sound different. Some people speak clearly, some people speak quickly, some people have different accents. At first, this can feel confusing, but over time, your ears become more flexible. You begin to understand different voices, different accents, different speaking styles. Now let's do a small thought exercise. Imagine two learners. The first learner listens to English for 5 minutes every day. The second learner listens to English for 5 minutes once a week. After 6 months, who will understand more? Usually the first learner. Why? Because listening is like exercise. Regular practice creates improvement. Regular practice creates familiarity. And familiarity makes listening easier. In this next part, I will use slightly longer sentences. Still simple, still clear, but a little longer. This will help your listening become stronger. Many learners believe that native speakers are simply too fast to understand. But very often, the real challenge is not speed. The real challenge is recognizing sounds and words quickly enough. When you hear English regularly, your brain becomes better at recognizing common words and expressions. Words that once sounded difficult begin to sound familiar. Sentences that once seemed fast begin to sound normal. This change happens slowly. You may not notice it every day, but it is happening. Every listening session helps your brain become stronger. Every podcast helps your ears become more comfortable with English. And over time, understanding becomes easier and more natural. Remember that you do not need to understand everything today. You do not need perfect listening. You only need progress. Small progress every day, that is enough. That is how fluency grows. Before we finish today's episode, I want you to remember 3 things. First, native speakers are not always speaking as fast as they seem. Second, familiarity makes listening easier. Third, daily listening practice is one of the best ways to improve. Remember these ideas, trust them, use them, and keep practicing. You have reached the end of today's episode, and I am proud of you. Today, you learned something important about listening. Today, you trained your ears. Today, you took another step forward. Keep listening. Keep learning. Keep improving. Little by little, English will sound clearer. Little by little, native speakers will sound slower. And little by little, your confidence will grow. Thank you for listening. My name is Alex, and this is Easy English Journey. Take care. Keep learning. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.